highlights, and heartbreak, beyond belief and behind the scenes. We are Pac-12 Networks. We are coverage, the complete kind. Championships, the national kind. Fans, the forever kind. Watch Pac-12 Networks, where champions play.
Hello and welcome inside the Orange County Register. I'm your host, Jonathan Khamis, being joined by USC beat writer Michael Lev. We're going to preview the matchup between USC and UCLA. Michael, USC has lost to UCLA the last 2 years, and USC fans aren't happy about this, are they? But what needs to change here for USC to get that victory like they did so well in the early 2000s?
Yeah, I think a couple things, and I think the primary thing is they have to do a better job of containing Brett Hundley. Brett Hundley rushed for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns in last year's meeting. He is a true dual threat quarterback. He's been running extremely well lately, running more and running better. He also, has all the throws in his arsenal too. I mean, he's not just a runner. The other thing is, in last year's meeting, USC scored only 14 points. They're going to have to score more than that this year in order to win that game, and I think they definitely will. Cody Kessler is in a better place than he was a year ago. The running game has been just kind of okay lately, but I think they have the ability now to go down the field, really kind of open things up, and maybe that will in turn, create some running lanes that have been missing of late.
You talked about that running game and specifically Buck Allen. He needs to get back in gear. Last week only rushing for 60 yards. And UCLA, they're a team that allows over 200 yards rushing per game. Buck Allen really needs to get on his stride for USC to do some damage.
Buck looked a little sluggish this past week against Cal. It was kind of odd.
Injury issues, perhaps?
Maybe a little. Maybe he's just kind of beaten up, from playing over this course of this long season, maybe carrying the ball more than USC intended. Steve Sarkisian talked about some issues that the offensive line had. They were a little off on their targeting when they would pull on those runs to the side. They weren't really hitting their spots like they were supposed to. It's weird. They have a really young line. Usually when you have a young offensive line, pass blocking is the thing that's slower to come along. But for USC, it's been more run blocking. It hasn't been consistent. It hasn't been great over the last 3 weeks, and I think it needs to be in order for them to beat UCLA.
Yeah, it'll be a fun matchup. I think it'll be a close game, Michael. We'll all enjoy it there at the Rose Bowl. Our thanks to Michael Lev. I'm Jonathan Khamis, and for more with the USC-UCLA rivalry, check out OCRegister.com.